names. Check that out, lads. Right. So you go on to Instagram. You type in RingGirls. That's what you get. You get that. You type in GridGirls, and that's what you get off of your GridGirls, right? So, who's the best? Right, we'll start off with that, and then we'll move on to, do we even need them? RingGirls or the GridGirls? Which ones are the tippy toppies? So, me point. GridGirls are useful with umbrellas. They are useful with umbrellas. They do. Right, my point is this. Right, actually, go back, because my point is buried inside of here. Have you seen this? 2 seconds, right? So can I make that any bigger? 2 seconds. What happens here? No, it's too big. That's too big. It's gonna be hard to see, right? But, and it didn't need the sound actually. There's an MMA fighter, right? This is weird about that. This is in 2016. So he wins. He's pumped up, right? He's full of like adrenaline and not the juice, right? He's full of it. Like, he's like, "Oi!" They bring in a ring girl, right? He pulls her in, like he pulls her in, just like he's like, yeah, like, and come on, and then bows. Look, and then bows like with respect. And he comes under a load of issues in Korea about sexual harassment and objectification, right? So the next time he rolls out, he wins, because this fella's a bit of a ledge, so he wins. Here he is, he wins again, right? This time though, he's like nah, nah, I won't be nowhere near that. I'm not having any of it. I'm not being anywhere near it, because like the last time. I got like loads of like sexual harassment issues, and he's really against it. Now, I'm not one of these, right? I'm not one of these to be like, oh well, it's alright then for them, it's alright for us, that kind of thing. But my point is with this one, if I can find a point, is that RingGirls were introduced. I looked into this, right? RingGirls were introduced in 1960. Or in the 1960s, right? In the 60s, it was because like boxing, totally male-dominated, massive male audience. Imagine there's no internet, right? So you can't get any like porn and all that. There's nothing to look at anywhere. Like there's not even TV, is there? Right? So like to create a bit of drama, a bit of theatre, right? A bit of titillation. At boxing matches in between rounds, that 1 minute where they're resting, they were putting RingGirls. That's where they came from. And for GridGirls, they came at the same time, like 1964, like the same kind of year. In fact, the first credited ring girl was at Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston fight. And for the GridGirls, look at how professional I am. I do research now. Who would have thought I'd be doing like research as well as like crazy stories? I'm behind them as well, right? I'm doing research. The grid girl was a racing driver, right? In Japanese Formula 1, which is called Super Formula, I think it's called in Japan. They have like a Formula 1 thing. They had like this race, and the driver had his missus, who must have been like hot, to advertise his business. Like to stand there and advertise it. So it's like kind of like it draws your attention because it's like this lass, and then like there's advertisement around it as well. My point is research. You can read. That's research. That's what research is. Just reading. Research is just reading things. So I read stuff. Yeah, and now I'm educated in where RingGirls and GridGirls came from. I wouldn't even realise if they weren't there. Now, I think you would have in the 60s. You'd be like, oh, I dig this. But I think you wouldn't even... If they weren't there, I don't even think you'd realise. I think